Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 21, I suppose it is, of Let's Play Minecraft Resonant Rise. I'm here on the server. I've actually got TeamSpeak running in the background. In a moment, I'll turn it on, but I'm just doing my little intro here. And, let's just survey the beauty of this natural location. Ah, witches! Witches. Of course, there's a witch down there. I could take Devil Hunter down. I just don't even want to deal with it. So tired. So tired of it. All right, let's just hop down here, get out of the way. So I was going to get started on Mining Station Alpha, and I got interrupted by a gift before... Wait. What? I heard you had a witch problem. Not anymore, you won't. This donation contains the greatest witch repellent of all. I don't know. I mean, I gave Witch Hunter to Luke. Melee assist is always active. Whoa. Whoa, this is quite the tool here. Who's it from? I'll have to ask. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Let's try it. This is Railgun? Whoa! Whoa, it killed a witch! It killed the witch in one shot! That's awesome! Okay, that's really cool. Also, it has more power than my entire normal power suit combined. That's pretty good. Pretty good, right? Wow. Wow, so what else does this have on it? Cool toys. Oh, this is that cool plasma cannon. I wonder if it's set to blow things up. Let's find out. Looks like it's not. Doesn't make any noise either. That's interesting. Oh, it does make a little bit of a noise. Okay. And... oh, this is just a tinker table. Wow, it's really tricked out, isn't it? Huh. Well, wow, awesome. I guess I have this thing. That's cool. Whoever gave that to me, thank you. I will make good use of it in this episode. But all right, we need to focus. We need to focus, and we need to. This doesn't have an axe on it, does it? We need to start working on Mining Station Alpha. Now, I haven't done much since last time, but I have put together a few things that we'll need. For example, a basic system here. Some item translocators, some liquiducts, some universal cables, a hopper, a refinery, a quarry. We're going to need a few more things, and you see me put together things, so I'm going to put together the last things we need, and then I'll do that off camera, and then we'll get started on actually building the station. All right, folks, I think I have the stuff that I need. I've got all the factories, some hoppers, some item stuff. We'll come back for more, but I have just at least the things I need to get started, including a redstone energy cell, which is rendering a little weird because I Darkcraft wrenched it. Speaking of Darkcraft wrench, I'm sorry, Karen David, but I can't let you do that. Oh, I know why. Because I have one of these in there. You can't nest these things. So then we'll just right-click it to make it... I can't actually... unfortunately, shift right-click is overloaded for this, isn't it? But if I go like this, there we go. And then, let's see. I just need a regular wrench. I have my Omni wrench right there. Okay, so now that we got our stuff in hand, we're going to get going. And let's go over to Mining Station Alpha. All right. So the plan here is we have to get a bunch of stuff down into this area first. We want to get our refinery. We want to get that oil pumping down here. Bunch of stuff. So let's first... does this actually have a pickaxe module on it? I wonder. Whoa. There is a Enderman right there. Where is my sword, I wonder? I must have put it down somewhere. Okay. Hey, Enderman. That's right, Enderman. You can't beat me. That'll work. Okay, whatever. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is get up there. I need an empty hand for this, and I'm going to need to put down my construction kit. Now, I'm going to put this down indoors because I don't want some stray creeper coming along giving me issues. But the cool thing about these Darkcraft wrenches, is they can serialize even chests, right? Which just makes it super easy to move stuff around. So let's toss this in here for now. We don't need it. We need our 3 redstone engines. We need our pump. We need this angel block. I don't know if you've seen these before, but they're actually really neat. We won't need that for a minute. And I think we'll need a whole stack of liquiducts to get started. And yeah, and let's just, we don't need the crafting, so let's keep a shovel out because we'll definitely need that. So step one, and I'll toss this up here. Step one is to get a, wow, it's purple stars. Sorry, never noticed that. We need to get a pump assembly. And the reason I have an angel block is because we will be using this. So let's see if I hit Control, Shift, and jump. Or it's actually just Shift, jump, right click. Now I'm floating. So if I can just place this angel block right here. See, now I don't have to do anything else. It's just the angel block is a super useful tool for building. And what we gotta do is go ahead and build this out around. We don't need very much of a platform up here. In fact, a platform would be, hello. It would be a bit of a liability to have too much up here because it'll spawn. Right. And all we need now is just to go ahead and put down the various pieces. You've all seen this before, I hope, right? This is how it works. You go like this, and then like this, and then you whip out a pickaxe. And we could probably pick this up too, huh? Oh no! Okay, good. When you... the problem is I don't have my wing sword, so I have to do this. Okay, there we go. I have to have an empty hand to fly. But that's okay. I can't tell you how excited I am about this, folks, because it's really fun, I think, to build your power on site. Now, I might end up using an energy tesseract a little bit around here to move power around, but in essence, this is where we're going to be quarrying, and this is the area we're going to quarry out. And that should carry us for a long time, right? So we don't need to worry too much about anything else. So this, there we go. And we actually need some levers, don't we? I forgot to bring levers. Of all things, I forgot to bring levers. No problem, though. Easy to get sorted. Just give me a bit of cobble. For some reason, Tinker's Construct is not smelting this stone automatically, which is fine, I guess, for this. It means that we get free cobble. And I need a tree that can give me sticks. Let's see here. Hello, chicken. I'm just going to cut this block with... There we go. Oh, whoa! It made charcoal, and more than one. Oh, yes, it does smelt.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Hello, I'm recording, by the way, so don't say anything you would regret.
Right.
That will be difficult for me.
User joined your channel.
We appear to be getting some visitors. I don't know if I like this whole...
You guys hear me? I'm just making sure my mic and stuff's working.
This whole TeamSpeak thing. I'm not sure how I like it, but we'll find out if it's worth doing, because I can always turn it off or mute it. But I thought I'd give it a try. People seem to love Direwolf's thing. Yes, 8 levers. Okay. And then we just need to fly up here, and we'll get this started right away.
Can you guys hear me?
Just fine.
Yeah, I'm just making sure, because for some reason my mic does not like TeamSpeak at all.
Your mic sounds nice.
Yeah, it seems fine.
But like every time I start up TeamSpeak, I have to go through and make sure that that mic is selected, or else it selects some random mic that's connected to my PC.
Hashtag first world problems. Okay, so let's start connecting up the liquid ducts here. Now I think it automatically ejects into them, so yes, it does. And we'll leave a little bit of room there for subsequent another pump. I just didn't have 4 on hand, and it hardly even matters, right? The volume of oil is not going to be a problem. We're going to run out of... ugh, this is annoying. Not having flight makes this harder. Let's just let that recharge. Folks, what I'm going to do is run the conduit down there. You don't need to see me do this, so I'm just not going to make you watch. But yes, I'll be back as soon as I run that line of conduit. All right, there we go. So I have got a little bit of an oil pipe here, and I went over and grabbed another. Actually, I grabbed a few too many engines, but it's okay. So you can see we have this big crazy pipe coming down from the refinery point, and already we're starting to significantly tap this oil. I think it's actually going to be a pretty big well. It's not like a false well, so it should be good. It's already filling up the pipe. We don't need any real oil storage, I think. I think we'll be fine with that. So let's next get the refinery going. And for the moment, we're going to only refine using, well, I guess we're going to use the redstone energy cell and the refiner just to kick off the energy. There we go. And redstone energy cell. Let's go ahead and get these in. It should be easy for us. All right, this is not... There's a chicken in my house. Get out. Chicken just strike me. All right, there we go with that. As you can see, that's filled up there. And I think what we'd like to do is, well, we can just put this here for now. There we go. And, well, we definitely want to get the fuel down there. So let's see if we can do that real fast. Yeah. Let's see if we can just extract here. I'm not sure if it auto-ejects. It'd be great if it did, but it doesn't have to. Let's go ahead and pull up our liquiducts, and yeah, it looks like it doesn't. So we'll have to fix that part of it, but that's no big deal. It's an easy fix. We can just put a lever right here, click that on. Where should we put the lever? Well, this will be fine. Let's actually let's pay a little bit of attention to our surroundings. You know, the sand is just, it's a weak stuff. It'd be dangerous to leave it open. Put the lever right there, change this to output mode, and we'll turn that all on in a sec. We don't want to necessarily flood it. Okay. So we need one line for fuel and one line for our accelerant. So let's go ahead and lay down a few more of these, and we'll say that right here is where the fuel goes. Let's hop up here. Whoa, too high. Right here is where the fuel goes. And right, we'll also do it right here. All right? And so fuel's going to flood in there.
Gotta love the awkward silence.
I don't know about you, man, but it's noisy over here. I'm just not having everybody listen to my narration as I am building up fuel. I almost got fuel into my engines here. So let's see here. What we'd like to do, we don't even need that, do we? What we want to do is put a nice little tank here.
I'm fairly sure my sound did not load once again.
So let's go grab our tanks from the chest. And we just need to have a little bit of a fuel buffer. We don't necessarily want to be refining straight into the engines. And later on, we'll probably
Oh, that's
take
right. I
this
don't
fuel.
delete it all. I just relaunch it. That's what fixed it. Got confused because every time you launch, you have that loading thing up there. So, yeah.
I don't know if me listening to this guy is going to work. No offense to him, but, you know, no, I don't think so. Okay, just got to get a lever under there and switch that, and we'll be good. I can't put a lever there because I'll need room for the other, stuff. So let's see if we can put it underneath. Let's just lower this down one more level. In fact, it might even behoove us to lower it down one more so we have plenty of room to, yeah, let's do that. Because that way we have lots of room to put the other line and to use power from that, to power the squeezer and stuff. So, yeah, let's just, real quick, I'm going to lower this one level just so that, you know, it's not going to be exciting. I'll be right back. All right. So I realized that my original plan was to get into bees and make some bees that I need, and then work on them, and then we can use these awesome Darkcraft engines to their full potential. However, I have not had a chance to do the bee things I wanted to do. So we're going to have to make do with something a little bit less than optimal. I will be running the quarry here several times for a long time, so I think that it'll be okay. I think that we can just focus on this and get running with just water, and eventually we'll sub in the actual correct things. To that end, to increase the output to what I originally envisioned, I went and I crafted a few more of these engines. We'll just toss them right here, 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 well, no, here, and here. And we're going to be running just water for now, which is fine. We'll run water, and then when it comes time to do the other stuff, we will. All right, and eventually I'm going to need to work on some better stuff here. This is going to be a little dicey, but I guess we can just go ahead and flood these now. Yeah, we can go ahead and flood those. Now, what we'd like to do next is go ahead and get our water situation sorted. Since we are not going to be using crushed ice, because I didn't get a chance to do the bee things I wanted, no problem. We can... Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not going to work at all, is it? I have made a poor decision. Let's see here. Let's see here. How is that going to work? I may just have to break this. That's okay. All right. We'll run this down here. It won't connect there because liquid ducts are awesome that way. And we'll connect right here. And I'm out of liquid ducts. And I boxed myself in. No problem. Let's see. I think I brought a few more up here. Yeah, just enough, I think, to get the job done. All right, so let's connect right there. And then we can go ahead and put, I guess, put our aqueous accumulator under the floor right here. Clean that up. And let's see, I should have it in my hands. Yes. Let's go ahead and we don't need a lever right now. Yes. I totally forgotten that the reason I started doing bees was to get the icy bees that I needed. Oh well. It's no big deal. It's no big deal at all. It's just so much to do. You know, a lot of people want to think that I am some sort of expert at all the mods in Resonant Rise. Truth is, I'm not. One of the reasons I've recruited so many people to work with me on the project is because I am not, like, I don't have enough time to play. I'm not the best Minecraft player. And I think I've said this a few times before, but it bears repeating. And that's why I'm so really grateful for all the folks who have come on to help with the project and just be like, oh yeah, sure, we can test that out for you. I mean, there's stuff I figured out, and I'm pretty good with some mods, but it's not like I'm great. And I mean, like, for example, Poppycox, Yoyas, they're really, really good at the game in general. They just know everything. No, I can't even differentiate between right-click and shift right-click, as you can see. Okay, so that should fill these guys up with water. And now let's go ahead and top these off here. And we just tap this once. And can we get over there to do this one? We may have to dig through we have to go through the floor up there. No big deal. Our power pit. Let's see. We can do this. Looks like we filled up our engines. And we then right click. No. Have to go through the floor. No problem. Bricks are durable. Ta-da! Alright. Now if we had our crushed ice. Oh, come on. Really? It's going to start hissing at me? Freaking troll Enderman. Really? You're so noisy. Anyways, these should all be filling up with water and slowly start to get fuel as everything comes together on them. Interesting that he hasn't gotten... Oh, he hasn't gotten his water line yet. And I need to break this. Just to tap that. There we go. Cooling sorted, and this is not an output, that's a in. Cooling sorted, and I think we'll be fine actually filling all these up. We need to give them a minute, but they should be, one aqueous accumulator should be able to do all this, because the Darkcraft engines are actually kind of, they don't care. They just need it for throttling. Yeah. So we'll give that all a sec, and that should all be flowing in. And we just need to also give our fuel system time to really munch down this. And you know what, Enderman? Enderman. Listen. We need to have a brief discussion. Oh god, it's still so hot. The problem with this thing is I don't have any heat dissipation. So you can see it gets very hot very quick. Oh, it's amusing. It's actually a very dangerous thing to do. I was using it earlier and lit myself on fire somewhat fierce, and then had to dive in the... I was going to dive in the oil, and at the last minute I thought better of it, and I'm glad that I did, because that could have been bad. So you can see some fuel coming up in there. We're going to give this system a minute to kind of charge, and as you can see, we are taking on that oil well there pretty well, right? And we don't have any oil buffer. I don't think we need it at all. We're doing pretty well in that regard. But it's just slowly being mulched down. So let me well, what could we do next? We're going to need, so once this power system is ready to go, then we're going to need to use this stuff, this power conduit here. So we can go ahead and close that up for now. The next thing we're going to do is set up our ore processing pipeline. Then we'll finally set up our final output collection, and then we'll have to start turning on the quarry. So I think I can close that up for now. And so let's take a look at what we got here. We have a smelting factory with 9 speed upgrades. We have a crushing factory with 9 speed upgrades. We have a crusher, which we don't need. We have an energized smelter. We don't need those things. We have a purification chamber, and we have a basic factory for enriching. Now, if you're not familiar with with mechanism, then you may not be familiar with what these machines do. But let's go ahead and put them up. What we want is, let's go ahead and put these buckets away. I don't really need the scoop right now. That tank ended up not being useful. Yeah, let's just get stuff out of the way. Okay, I don't think we'll need any more of these things. Might need this. Should be good for now. And I think we're good on even on these. Okay, so what we want to do is get our ore tripling pipeline set up here. So we need a purification chamber, an enriching factory, a crushing factory, and a basic factory for smelting. So I could upgrade these, but I don't think I'll need to. The basic pipeline is that the purification chamber starts off and everything flows into that. Then the purification chamber outputs clumps, and we then take those clumps and we crush them in this factory here, right? And then once we've crushed chicken, don't look at me like that. Okay. Once we've done that, then we want to, I think this is the, wow, it had something in it? That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that. That seems pretty intense, actually. I wonder if you could abuse that. Okay, so this is, once we've crushed, then we want to enrich. And I believe this is the enriching factory? Yes. And then finally, we want to have a smelting factory, and that's the end of the output. So we take ores, we turn them into clumps. We then turn those clumps into dirty dust. The dirty dust then becomes enriched dust. And then finally, we smelt that dust into ingots. And that will ore triple. And it actually ore triples right from the start. So we have to be prepared to process a lot of stuff. I don't think I need elite factories to do that. I think basic factories will do just fine. So then what we need to do, there's a spider out there. Oh man, there's no end. All right, so what we need to do is we need to set up a way to move things around. I realize I don't have my configurator on me. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay for the moment. So we'll have this go here with using these awesome transposers. You've seen me use them before, right? So that will be enough to pull things forward. I'll have to grab my configurator to make sure, because I don't think I can see offhand. So to make sure our inputs and our outputs are lined up correctly. But once we get the engines going, we'll be all set. And I know people are like, Dave, how are you going to run your engines? How are you going to run your engines? And don't worry about it. I'll have it. I'll have it sorted. I may have to break this wall a little bit, but there was a mod I was hoping that we could get that would actually have made it even cooler. It lets you like turn on redstone signals in a zone, which is I would think would be really useful. But we'll probably just build this out a little bit and use RedNet cable, or we could even do some other fancier stuff. Anyway, so here we are. How's our fuel supply doing? How are we doing on these? Looking pretty good so far. So I'm probably going to chunk load this area, which I'll need to do anyway soon. But I'll temporarily chunk load it, and we'll just let these things fill. So I'm probably going to go off and do something for a little while. This is slowly, you know, I should probably sort that real fast because that's going to drain eventually, and I don't really want it to. What could we use to improve that? What could we use? Well, I mean, I could take an energy tesseract, and I don't really want to. I could perhaps. Well, you know what I haven't shown you guys yet? Let's take a look at a classic solar. So I would like to make one of these advanced solar panels really quick before we call it an episode. Sound good? I think it sounds good. What we need is a whole bunch of these things. I actually think I'm going to teach my AE system how to do this. Do we have any patterns? We do have no patterns. Let's see. Maybe we do. Let me just make sure I don't have any lying around over here. I don't. So let's go ahead and make some patterns. Or I guess template. Blank. Oh. There we go. Blank me pattern. Let's make, well, 2 of them. 1, 2. And let's go over here and teach the system about these solar panels. Now, some people are like, oh, solar, that's exciting. But, I mean, these solars are cool looking. I'll show you if you haven't seen them before. They're definitely neat. So I think we'll have plenty. We can still hand roll the osmium dust. We need to teach the system how to do this. And then we need to teach the system how to do this. I think it already knows how to make energy tablets, so we're good on that ground. Yeah, it knows how to make energy tablets. So now we should just be able to make those, assuming we have enough crushed osmium on hand, and I haven't taught the system how to make that. I don't think. Have I? No. But that's okay. That's okay. So let's see. Can we go ahead and make a solar? Let's go ahead and make 4 of these if we can. Let's see what we're missing. Fortunately, do I not know how to make those? I wonder if it's just a matter of poor encoding, because the energy tablet, yeah, you see it doesn't, classic. Well, that's interesting, because it seems to know how to make those. I wonder why it can't craft them. Well, I'll just for now, I'll just tell it to make 4. Those energy tablets are sort of the basis of everything in Mechanism. And they're pretty good batteries. You can actually move them around, and your modular power suit will drain from them. They're nice. Let's go ahead and clear this. How do I next? How do I clear this? There we go. Let's make the tablets. Oh, I do have 4. Okay, well, let's go ahead and make these then. 1, just 1, huh? 1, 2, 3. Folks, I'll be right back once I get this resource issue sorted. It's probably just crafting some sub stuff. Be right back. All right, I got them made. No big deal. So I'm just putting together these regular solars. Well, here, let me pull one out and let me just show you what it looks like. Kind of unexceptional, kind of reminiscent of Red Power Solar. And not doing much in here, of course, because it is, you know, empty. All right. But when we put them together, we get something much different, right? And kind of in Mechanism's style, it looks really cool. Advanced Solar Generator. This should be good. Let's run back over, and I'll show you right over here. And the reason we're doing this is just because we're going to be leaving for a while. We'd like to at least trickle charge this this system, right? So let's see. Do we have any universal cable on us? We do. Should be good. Let's hop over here and let's dig out just a little bit. I don't think there'll be. Yeah, there won't be. You know, we can even put it down here because it'll look good. Let's stop the endless flood of oil into my base, which will probably mess things up, I'm sure. Okay, good. Whew. And hello, skeleton. What should I kill you with? You know what? Witch Hunter will probably do them, or Demon Hunter will do the most damage. And actually, these guys are all put together, so it'll go well. Oh God, these things are really gross. That is a really big oil spout, isn't it? Can't light on fire because they're in oil. What does that even mean? All right, let's lay down a little bit of. Go ahead and toss this in here. There we go. Make a little bit of a bed for ourselves here. And what we're going to do, let's see if we can just put it right over here, is put down this solar generator, which actually needs a 3x3 block to work with. So let's just go like this. Should be fine right here. Let's see if we can go like this. Boom. Ta-da! Looks pretty cool, huh? Not uncool, I think. At least. Not uncool. How does it look like from in here? Because I don't want to block the... Well, you know, power, industry, etc. All right, so let's go ahead and wire this sucker up. And now this has the output of slightly better than 4 panels. You get a slight increase. Let's see. Go. Oh. No. Ugh. The one problem is their hitboxes are all messy. Infinitely powerful cable. Let's just fill up this oil. Although I feel a little bad because I'm pretty sure these are blocks that I could suck up with the... Oh! What's up? What's up, Skelly? That's ridiculous. You are ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself because that was silly. Okay. I mean, we're wasting potentially like 3 buckets of fuel every time we do this, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I think we'll be fine with just a few buckets less of fuel. All right, so let's go ahead and run this cable right here. And I think that right there, we'll hook it up. All right, I think anyways. So as you can see, it's outputting, and it's going down as it outputs the thing. But it's outputting a pretty hefty sum of energy. I think not as much as we draw from the refinery. Almost certainly not as much. It's just solar. But that is a trickle charge, and so it'll kind of do one operation, and then it will, you know, fail. Let's see. It looks like we're slightly negative, but it's better than before. Right. I don't actually want to make this 100% perfect on its own. But that should be enough to help keep the system running while I let it go. Because I think we've run long enough that we're going to call this an episode. Pretty sure that we have gone on long enough. And yeah, we'll finish up the basic processing and power system build in the next episode. And then we will probably have time to switch on the quarry. So thank you very much for joining me. And I can't wait to finish up this build, so please join me again soon, and we will finish up this build and start seeing some mad resources that aren't just, you know, gifted. We got to be able to stand on our own 2 feet. As nice as the gifts are, it's important. So with that, I would like to thank you guys for watching. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and leave a like and a subscribe. This will encourage me to work further. And I think that it will be fun going forward, so please keep watching. And to all the folks who have left me gifts over the last 2 episodes, thank you very much as well. I will have some formal announcements about the release date and the release status of Resonant Rise very soon. I'm just waiting on someone else's software project to complete. I don't like giving them, you know, having their deadlines be exposed to us. So I promise that we will get something going on there, and it will be real good, and we will all be real happy. And you will be able to play Resonant Rise on your computer without having to go through the agony of building the mod pack by hand. So with that, thank you very much for joining me, and please join me next time, folks.